Good afternoon, Grand Rising. This is Queen Kenya, aka Oshun Bunmi Agundape. And today I will be talking about my goal and also, so I will be talking about my goals, which are not long term goals or short term goals. And I will be giving some information as to why the diasporans, which the diasporans I'm talking about is the people who are descendants of Africans who came to America as slaves. So we are the diaspora, most of us in the United States or UK or wherever you're coming from. We are the diasporans, melanated people. So my like I said, my goal isn't short term or long term. So I'm just gonna say it's a midterm goal. Okay, so some of these reasons are my reasons, and I have been doing research because I am moving to Ghana within a year and a half. So I'm moving to Ghana, and I'm doing my research because I'm buying land. I'm building my dream home, and I'm starting a few businesses in Ghana. And that's why I wanted to talk about this today. Um, I can't wait. Like the ancestors has chosen me, and I can't wait. I mean, every day, that's all I do is research, research, research. So I needed to talk about this. One of the reasons, like I just said, a lot of people are moving. I know from a lot of diasporas are moving back to Africa, period, because we have diasporans moving to Ghana, Tanzania, Nigeria, Cameroon, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, like South Africa. People are going back home. It's time. It is time for us to go back home. And we are waking up and getting the hell out of the states and everywhere else that don't want us. So like I said, one of the reasons people are leaving is spiritual reasons. A lot of people have heard their calling or know their calling or have felt their calling. Like me, my ancestors let me know through many signs. It's time to go home. You have a job to do there, and you're the chosen one. I'm glad to be the chosen one. I want to go back to Africa. This is in my soul. I have to do this. I have to raise my child around people like him. So I need to return to where my ancestors uh, left from and couldn't go back to. So I'm going to be the one to go back for them. Um, also, I'm my DNA is from Cameroon, Nigeria, and Ghana. I looked up all three of those places and I chose to go with Ghana because that's suitable for me. Also, in Africa, the interest rate of the money is totally different. Like, I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on this, but $1 of American money is like probably about 13 or 12 Ghanaian cedis, which is 13 or $12, you know. So, yeah, the interest rate is very great. And so that's another reason, when you can't afford something here, with your American money that you save up from here, you could take it to Africa, anywhere in Africa, and the interest rate is different, and you can do more with your $100 in Ghanaian cedis. It might be $1,100. So you can do way more somewhere else with our people. It's time to build there and leave this. Also, the prejudices of the Western world. Prejudice did not come from us, even though a lot of us have it now. I mean, but you can't help it. Look what we've been through. Look what our ancestors went through. So, um, I can't deal with it anymore. I remember when I bought my house in Philadelphia, and I know for a fact that the it was it was a very bad experience, and they were so prejudiced. They had me doing things that, you know, even when it was time to sign the papers and turn over my money, like right after that, okay, we need you to run back to the bank, check this. We need to make sure this is that. I mean, I know that buying a house is a great process, but that wasn't what everyone else had to do. That wasn't melanated. Truth is, I was married. My first marriage, I was married to a white man, and when we bought our home, we didn't go through any of that. He took care of everything, and years ago, we bought a home, and I don't even think they knew that, he was married to a black woman, but he signed the papers, turned over the money, and the house was his. I went through months and months and months of having to prove every dollar, and it was crazy. Also, when you buy a house here in the United States, you have a mortgage. In Africa, I know in Ghana, you don't have a mortgage. You pay for your home and it's yours. You pay for your land and it's yours. You don't owe mortgage or, you know, giant taxes on everything. It's just not like that. So I need to go somewhere where I feel comfortable. I don't want to keep doing things here in the United States and being looked at because of my color. It's very ridiculous. I am so tired of it. And being a woman, so this is my third house that I've bought. And I had to make sure because they wouldn't even sell. I mean, they kept saying that, oh, we don't have anything here. We don't have any. And they were all white real estate agents. And I decided to get a black real estate agent. And that same day, he found me like 3 houses in the exact place where the white real estate agent said that there were no homes available. So he let me know also, yeah, you're a black woman, so that's how they are. And that's crazy. That is so crazy. We shouldn't have to go through that, especially since we built America. So another thing is police brutality. I have a 7-year-old son, and I am terrified that he would have to go through the things that black African Americans go through with being pulled over and just being totally scared because, oh my God, it's the police. Is he going to shoot me? Is he going to kill me? When he asks me for my ID, when I reach for it, is he going to shoot me in the head? Just because I'm black. We should not have to fear anyone like that. So therefore, I will not allow my child to go through that. I've been pulled over so many times. A lot of times, by African American cops. Oh yeah, we pulling you over because you have a busted tail light. Then I get to the next block after I go through all of that, and it's nothing wrong with my tail light. So you were just pulling me over just to F with me, and that's not cool. And then the white ones terrify the shit out of me because they smile, hey, how are you doing today, and all that shit. But in real life, I'm wondering, are they going to kill me? And this is real life in America. This is what we go through on a day-to-day basis, especially our black men. Nobody wants to fear the people who are supposed to be protecting us. They've never protected us. ever. So keep that in your mind. The police will never protect a black person. Where I'm going in Ghana, yeah, the police they might try to get $1 from you or something, but you don't see any guns. Like, you don't have to worry about oh, is he gonna kill me when I turn my back, or anything like that. Is You'll be able to breathe. And I can't wait until I get away from here. We got a lot of people that think they're entitled, and it's crazy. This is not where I want to be, and it's my soul is aching to get to the motherland, like for real, to get away from here. Um, Another thing is a lot of people are going to Africa so that they can be in an environment with their own people. Really? Who wouldn't want to be somewhere where you look and, oh, melanated business, melanated business, melanated business, melanated business, melanated business, everywhere you look. I mean, there's some sprinkles here and there, Chinese or white people or whatever, but it's ours, our land. We are the ones. We are the population. It's ours. Who wouldn't want to be in a place like that and raise your kids where all the children look exactly like you and your children? All of your neighbors look exactly like you. Who wouldn't want to be somewhere like that? A lot of people think that Africa is this jungle place, and Tarzan, Tarzan swing from trees with monkeys and elephants walking around and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, that's not how it is. Africa is beautiful. Beaches and land with fertile ground where all kinds of herbs and fruits and vegetables grow from. If you drop a seed on the ground in Ghana, in a year you'll have a tree filled with fruit or whatever kind of seed you drop. I mean, come on. How can people in Africa go hungry with all the food that's growing? And excuse me, didn't they just find some gold in the ground? Yeah. Africa is so rich. Africa's soil is so rich. Africa's food is so rich. No GMOs and all of that other stuff that they put in it over here. Everything is real. So your health would improve, your spirituality or your religion or whatever, it would improve in your own land. You will have so much off of your shoulders. This is why I have to go, and this is why I have to share this. Also in Africa, I'll have a sense of identity. There is no such thing as black because everybody looks just alike. So it's not a color, black, white, it's not like that. It's just me. I would be just Queen Kenya. I wouldn't be the black girl or one of the black girls. Another reason is it's a safe place to raise kids. The schools are great. And then you can always pick where you want to be. You can buy a plot of land for like $1,000 to $4,000. At least I know you can in Ghana. Now in Accra, Ghana, which is the main city of Ghana where everything takes place and all the hoorahs like New York or whatever, and that's not where I want to go. I'm going to be kind of off the grid. I'm going up in the mountains, and that's how much the land costs there. So if I'm buying some land that costs $2,000 in Ghanaian money, it's probably 18,000. So yeah, Why wouldn't I take advantage of that? Like, and I also want to help my people. I want to give back to the motherland. Because if it wasn't for my ancestors that did make it over here and didn't die or whatever, I wouldn't even be here. Why wouldn't I want to give back? I love my people. I am pro black. And all of this is a part of my journey, my spiritual journey, my consciousness, and raising my awareness, opening my third eye to a new world, to Zion. I am leaving Babylon and returning to Zion. And when I say returning, I've never left the United States before. But I'm returning because my ancestors that didn't make it back will be with me. So in their name, I'm returning. It would be great for my son to be able to be raised around all kids that look like him. And they can teach him things and he can teach them things. It'll be a wonderful experience for him to learn new languages. In Ghana, they speak English, but there are also other languages, and my son will be able to learn all that. He's going to learn how to live off the land because we're going to have a farm. I'm not having no whole bunch of animals because I don't eat meat. I'm a pescatarian. So we're going to have maybe chickens for the eggs or whatever and to sell. And we're going to have herbs, vegetables, fruit, all that growing on my land. And we're going to be able to sell some and also survive off of the land. Everything I do when I get to Ghana is to survive off of what the God of my understanding, the universe, the ancestors, has provided for me. And this is why I believe that while I'm here in America, I was learning how to plant food and grow food and do all these different things because it was for me to learn these things so that I could take it with me and have that knowledge to put forth for my son's future and for the betterment of my family when I get to Ghana. I never even knew I had a green thumb. But thanks to the ancestors, yeah, they let me know, yep, you know what? You need to start planting some food, growing your own food. This food is no good. It has this in it. Do your own thing. This is a lesson for you, Queen Kenya, because you have somewhere to go. Now I know what it is, and now I know I'm going. Nothing's going to stop me from going to Ghana. There are a lot of investment opportunities and businesses that you can invest in so that you can give back to your people. For me, I am going to buy a few Airbnbs. Well, first one I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one Airbnb that's on the beach and have the people that build it to manage it for me. That'll be a monthly income coming in. And I'm starting a business on Shopify now. So make sure you check it out, the Wombo store. And I'm doing that so that I can have money coming in when it's time for me to leave from the States. I'm also going to buy property and put a few Airbnbs or apartments on that other property. I'm not sure if I'll have that property next to the property where I'll be living, because that'll be the first property that I'm buying, the property where I'm going to put my home. And it's time to give back to my people. I want to employ Ghanaians. I want to employ Africans. I'm tired of working for the man. It's time for me to lay back and enjoy the fruits of my labor. I've given back in so many ways, and now it's time for me to chill. I can be a business owner of many businesses and allow people that where I'm going to that need that money to get that money for their families. And the great thing about that is they're all going to look just like me. That's the great thing. Giving back. It's nothing like it. Another thing is the weather. Like, it never gets cold. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a pool and be able to swim all year round. Are you serious? Who wouldn't want to go somewhere where the weather is always great? Might be too hot, but it's never cold. And I'm anemic, so I don't like cold weather. Cold weather is for them, not us. Um, Also, like I said, no mortgage. You'll be able to build your dream house without the bank owning it and without you having to pay a mortgage. And you'll be able to live sustainably. Like, I'm going to try my best to live mostly off the grid. I'll be using rainwater, solar power energy, eating food from my garden, and teaching all these things to my son so that he can learn how to live sustainably and also become an entrepreneur when he grows up. And he's going to be around all black people that own businesses and that are working on their land and all these things. He's going to see all this positivity within himself from the people around him that looks just like him. He's not going to have to grow up and be scared of the police or scared to walk down the street with some Skittles or scared to be in a store where the owner is going to follow you around because you're black. Yeah, I don't want my son to go through that. I'm sorry. I know we're meant to endure things, but haven't we had enough? Haven't our people had enough? I mean, first of all, we were enslaved and brought over here. Why should we keep having to suffer when we can go back home and breathe again? Are you serious? It's time to go home. Like, really. I'm selling my house. I'm selling almost everything I got except for stuff that mean a lot to me, summer clothes and, things that I need. And I'm out of here. I'm never coming back. And I will have online business that generates American money, but I'm never coming back. In Africa, you can buy everything with cash. Your home. Like in America, for instance. Okay, I paid $250,000. That's how much this house costs. In Ghana, a house like this will be about 60,000 American dollars or less. Wow. Or even 25,000 American dollars. Land, a plot of land, and that's what, 80 by 80 or 70 by 100, something like that. A plot of land you can get from between $1,000 to $10,000, according to where you're getting it. Is it on a beach? Is it in the mountains? Is it in a neighborhood where the millionaires live? It's according to where you're getting it. And Africa, especially Ghana, is developing so beautifully. It's so many of our melanated diaspora going back to Africa, putting their roots down, letting their ancestors know, listen, I'm back. What you need me to do? And they're building homes and they're, educating their children about who they are. And they're building businesses and becoming entrepreneurs. People who have never owned a house now own homes in Africa. Black people who have never owned a business now have more than one in Africa. Um, Another thing is having been lied to by the Western world for years. And now we're acknowledging that Africa is safe, beautiful, rich land, and your color doesn't matter because everyone is you. Africans love and welcome us. In Ghana, when they're like, and this is all from research. I mean, researching hundreds and hundreds of people who have left and went to Africa, especially, like I said, Ghana. They're all like, and Tanzania, and Cameroon, and Nigeria, because I researched all those too. Welcome home. This is what they say, welcome home. Welcome home. And they want us there. All the lies that people have been telling us black people, Africans don't like African Americans, that's a damn lie. They love us. They love the fact that we want to come back home. They want us to help build up the land and invest in property, and they want that because that's ours. And see, the world, let's say the states, have been showing, only thing they show as far as the United States and Africa is the stars and the beautiful homes, and the Oprah Winfrey and this star and that star when it comes to black people. So they assume that everybody is rich in America. And this is what Africa believes, that everybody from America is rich. And that's a damn lie. In America, they have you believing that Damiano, with the big stomach and the flies all in his eyes, is the regular child in Africa. That's not even true. Like, there is no Damiano, nobody starving with a big stomach with diseases. Africa doesn't have all these diseases that they're saying. They don't walk around looking like they're, going in and out of a jungle. It's not like that. When you walk into Africa, it looks just like anywhere else. Go to Accra, Ghana, you'll probably think you're in New York. It's fast paced. Buildings, beautiful buildings. Ghana is so rich. Like, it's millionaires all over the place. That's why Dave Chappelle went back. Like, he is tired of, the states and the bullshit and the prejudice and all that too. Everybody is. Like, it's time for us to wake up and go back home. And that's all I have for today. But I just want you guys to know that, this is the beginning of my Ghanaian journey. I haven't got there yet, but I will. And when I do, I will show you. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to love it. My heart is all in Ghana. I can't wait. Everything in me is living for Ghana. That's because the ancestors are like, get ready. You about to be a whole nother person. And I know I am. There's so many great things about to happen for me and my family because I'm the chosen one. Are you the chosen one? Yes, you are. You don't need a lot of money to move to Africa. Just save up some money. Do some research. See what kind of money you need for the place that you're going. See what the dollar for dollar ratio is. And get up and go. You don't need millions of dollars. A couple G's and you okay. As a matter of fact, Alita Israel went over there with $3,000 to Ghana. Now she owns this big company. Um, she helps people get land, and that's who I'm going to. Um, and that's for everybody who has left and went over there. Zaylock, Alita, a lot of people have went over there and they're living their best life. Why can't I? Why can't you? Peace and power. Black Africans. I love you. Stay black. Let's do this together. Let's go back home. Ashe.